Tank Bigsby will be one of the biggest sleepers in fantasy football this season. I've got more on Bigsby. Let's start off with the Jaguars running back who earned a committee role last year with Travis Etienne Jr., who was one of the bigger busts in fantasy football. And if you read the tea leaves in camp, Tank Bigsby could end up being a big part of this Jaguars offense, and he's not being picked until running back 43 right now. I also like Jaylen Warren in Pittsburgh. I think Caleb Johnson, the rookie, is going to end up playing an early down and goal line role, but Warren has got a shot to see a lot of targets out of the backfield from Aaron Rodgers. He is currently being picked as the RB 31. Cam Skattebo, who I absolutely love. He's an old school player who can not only run between the tackles, but catch the ball out of the backfield. Look for him to be in a committee with Tyrone Tracy Jr. And at some point, Skattebo could end up playing a bigger role for the Giants offense. They need playmakers. Jordan Mason, now with the Minnesota Vikings. I think there's a chance he could end up being the starter at some point ahead of Aaron Jones Sr. in a Vikings offense that is extremely fantasy friendly. Jordan Mason is a bargain right now as the RB 38. In Tennessee, Tyjae Spears, hey, listen, he's shown flashes of potential in the past, and it wouldn't surprise me if he ends up putting a bigger dent into Tony Pollard's touches this season. He's only 24 years old and he hasn't hit his statistical prime, and right now his ADP is in the 120, so he could end up being a nice bargain. Now to the Dallas Cowboys and Jaydon Blue. I don't believe in Javonte Williams. I certainly don't believe in Miles Sanders. And while Jaydon Blue's not going to be a true featured back, he could be utilized in a Darren Sproles type of role. And in that sort of situation, he's going to have PPR value, and he is being drafted late. I'm talking about 140s based on ADP. Isaac Guerendo is somebody that I love and I want in every single draft. Why? Because he's backing up Christian McCaffrey, who has long been hurt. 3 of the last 5 years, he's missed more than 7 games. So Guerendo is a guy that if McCaffrey goes down again, will be the featured back in a Kyle Shanahan offense. And he is relatively cheap, very reasonable at RB 46. Next up is Trey Benson in Arizona. James Conner has already come out and said that this could be 2 RB1s in the desert, which means Conner and Benson will share the workload. Conner's entering his age 30 campaign, and who knows when he will break down. Trey Benson has got a ton of sleeper value, folks, and he is an absolute bargain in the 150s based on ADP. Jerome Ford could be the starting running back for the Cleveland Browns in week 1. We all know the situation with Quinshon Judkins right now. He hasn't even signed with the team, and even when he does, he's probably going to be brought along slowly, which means that Ford could see a lot of work early in the season, and if he finds success, he could play a bigger role into the regular season and throughout the fantasy football campaign.